Yeah, great atmosphere. Just kind of like a playoff-like atmosphere, so it's fun and good win.
Just another opportunity for the team to show some resilience after what could have been sort of described as a disappointing game in Columbus.
Yeah, I thought we responded well. Obviously a tough game in Columbus, but around the home crowd, I thought we had a good game and played the right way.
Did that feel like a playoff game in a lot of ways?
Yeah, a little bit, I think. Obviously they're fighting to get into the playoffs, and just the crowd, everything about it. It was definitely a playoff-like game, and it was fun to be a part of.
How would you describe the start in your first period?
Yeah, I thought we just got on them quick, got behind them, forechecked their D. I think that's been our MO all year, and got 2 quick goals in front of the net, and that obviously set us up for a pretty good game.
This morning you said it's annoying that you hadn't beaten them all year.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to finally beat the Canadiens?
Yeah, it feels good. It's just one win. Obviously, they had our number, but it was good to beat them. But obviously, a bigger fish to fry in these next few weeks.
You guys are matched up with Suzuki line almost all.
Yeah.
Just what do you see from your matched up against that player?
Yeah, I think I've said it multiple times. I think me, Rids, and Mario just kind of read off each other pretty well, and we cover for each other well, we check well. So it's just fun to play with them, and I think we enjoy trying to be that matchup line.
What does it mean to you to be trusted by Travis Green to be on those matchups throughout this season against the league's best players?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think you want to be out there against the best, and I luckily have gotten that role, and I've tried to embrace it. And Rids and Mikey have made it easy for me as well. They're great players, so it's been fun, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
What is it about what Michael and Ridley do that makes it easier for you out there?
I just think we're just predictable to play with. Great sticks they have. They're smart. They know how to play defense, and just smart hockey players. I think we all kind of are on the same page mentally for some weird reason, and it just works out.
Hayden hadn't played in a NHL game since 2022. He's thrown into your lineup. How did you get to know him in the last couple hours, and what did you think of that fight?
Yeah, that was. He killed a few dudes, and that fight with Pizzetta was pretty. That was awesome. I think that gave us a lot of energy, and that's not easy to do. And what he did tonight was pretty impressive. So it was cool for him.
Why do you think this team seems to win every time you score a goal? I think the record sports
I have no idea. I don't know. I guess it worked out that way. So I don't know. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Nice to finally get one against this division rival.
Yeah, for sure. I lost them 4 times in Buffalo this year and then once with Ottawa, so I really didn't want to lose again to them. It's a big win for us.
What did you like most about how your team played here tonight?
I think we pretty much played a full 60. I think we came out flying and we maintained that. And every time they scored to bring it a little closer, we didn't panic and we went and got the next one. So it was a big game for our group.
There seemed to be a lot of disappointment about the way you guys played on Tuesday. How motivated was this group just based on that loss?
Yeah, that was a tough loss. We didn't have even close to our game, so we were pretty fired up for this one, and we knew how big of a game it was, it was important to get that positive momentum back heading into the playoffs.
And given how you guys played today, how close is that to how you want to play in the playoffs?
Yeah, I'd say that's close. It was pretty much felt like a playoff game out there, but I think this whole group knows that we have more, and we can be even better. So it was a good win for us, but we just got to enjoy it for the night and then move on and find ways we can be better.
How would you describe the importance of Shane Pinto's line, obviously, with Ridley and Michael?
Yeah, they've been really important. They log those big minutes against the other team's top line, and they've done a great job. Since I've been here, they've pretty much shut down everyone, it seems, that they've played against. So they understand their role, and they take pride in it. And and it's not just that; they've been scoring and producing a lot too. And it's been fun to watch.
For you as well with CNG, just what do you see from you guys out there?
Yeah, I think we won some battles down low and maintained some ozone time. It was great playing with those guys. They're both great players, and I think if we play together more, we're just going to keep getting better.
What was your reaction reaction to playing in this game too, and looking and seeing all the Habs jerseys in the crowd?
Yeah, I'm used to that in Buffalo, so it wasn't that surprising. Anytime the Leafs or the Habs came to town in Buffalo, it was like that too. So, it wasn't too different for me. Thank you, guys. Yep, no problem.
Leading the chart.
Real good bounce back game from Tuesday and the determination tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we knew coming into the game was going to be the closest game to a playoff game before it happens, and the energy in the building was awesome. Montreal's a good team. They played well. But Pinto's line came out strong, and I think it set the momentum for us the rest of the way.
The Canadiens obviously had an opportunity to clinch the playoffs. You negated that today.
Yeah.
How does that feel to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. And, the other night they they helped us out by beating, I can't remember who, but you know what? I think they're a good team. They've been playing well this year. You got to give them a lot of credit. They beat us 3 times out of 4. So, but like I said earlier with Cal, it's the last one was the most important one, and we're just happy we finished strong and we played a good game.
You mentioned how important the Pinto line was tonight.
Yeah.
How would you describe their efforts in their last recent games in the shutdown?
Oh, they've been amazing. I mean, they shut down the best line every single night, and tonight they hung on to the puck in their zone. They made him play defense, which we know they like playing off the rush. So when you make them defend all night, you know they're not going to gain momentum. So all credit goes to them, and obviously Hoggy coming in too with a big fight. That was awesome. Not many guys are willing to do that, and you got to tip your hat, and he did a hell of a job, and I think it was just a good night in general.
Did you feel like even with the playoff spot locked up that you had to make sure you played the right way tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that was our whole point all morning is we didn't like our game in Columbus, and we knew the energy was going to be big tonight, and we knew these guys weren't going to give us any chance. So for us, it was about playing our game, and I think we did that for most of the night. Ah, c'est le fun. C'est toujours le fun d'atteindre des plateaux personnels, mais je pense au bout de la ligne, ça fait plusieurs années que je le dis, ça n'a jamais été pas pour moi-même, pour de vrai. Puis oui, c'est cool, c'est toujours le fun d'accomplir quelque chose, mais au bout de la ligne, c'est l'important pour moi, c'était de gagner des matchs, faire partie des séries. On a accompli ça, c'est tout qui compte.
Jouer contre le Canadien, est-ce que it gets old? Est-ce que tu es habitué? Est-ce que tu aimes ça?
Non, c'est le fun, c'est extraordinaire. Je pense que c'est, comme je dis depuis tantôt, c'est une équipe qui est extrêmement talentueuse, des très bons joueurs. Comme j'ai dit, ils nous ont battu 3 games sur 4 cette année. Fait que c'est une équipe qu'on a de la difficulté à jouer contre, mais je pense à ce soir, c'était un des matchs, c'était le dernier match de l'année contre eux autres, c'était le match le plus important, puis je suis content de la façon dont on a sorti et qu'on a gagné.
Qu'est-ce qui a fait la différence ultimement avec le match de ce soir comparé aux 3 derniers?
Je pense que c'est le match entier. Je pense qu'on a joué notre match pour 60 minutes. Les derniers matchs courant de la saison contre eux, on se tirait un petit peu dans le pied. On tombait dans le panneau d'essayer de jouer leur game, une game de rush un peu, puis essayer de faire des jeux. Ce soir, on a joué de la façon qu'on voulait jouer, puis ça a fonctionné pour nous.
Thank you. Coach next. Enjoy your night.
had hoped for from your team following Tuesday's game and your expectations going into tonight's game?
Yeah, we sure did. I thought our start was outstanding. I don't want to say challenged our team, but talked to our group about where our game was at and where it needs to get to. And, this was going to be as close to a playoff-like game as we're going to get before probably the end of the regular season, and to treat it that way.
What do you think was the catalyst to that strong start? Was it your challenge of the team, or?
I just think our group digging in and playing the way they need to.
At what point this season did you realize that Shane Pinto and Ridley Gregg were the guys to rely on, and Michael Amadio too, guys to be relied on to shut down the opposing team's best players?
Man, probably. I mean, I knew Amo, what kind of player we were getting in Amo. I think at the beginning of the year, we might have been force-feeding Rids a little bit, putting him up the lineup, even though he can play up there. Maybe to our fault, a little extra pressure to put him up in the top six, where I think his game has just kind of every month gotten better on a lot of different areas that maybe you wouldn't see. And I think Pince's game was a little rough early in the year. There was a lot of talk about him not scoring. And, just getting him to believe in what kind of player he needed to be. It was probably right around, again, I go back to that November time. I'm going to guess it was around then.
How important is it just for that line to not just go against Suzuki, but also to be able to score? It seems like of late they've been able to.
I mean, that's what you ultimately want, is a line that can check and score. And Montreal has, they have a line much like the same thing with the Dvorak line. And I think, any team that has, a good team it's not just a checking line. They're capable of scoring and making the other team defend and play in their zone. I thought their line was outstanding. They were great tonight.
What went into the decision to call up Hodgson, and what did you ask of him in tonight's game?
I mean, what goes into it? I'm not a big fan of making my lineup too early. Sometimes I wait right till the morning. We made a late call last night to have him come in, and it just felt like, he brings an element to the game. I know Montreal has a couple guys that are more than capable and some tough customers, and it's that time of year where playoff hockey can be very physical. It's an element that is still part of the NHL, and we wanted to get a look at him.
He hasn't played, or this was his first NHL game,
yeah.
I think, since 2022. So did you sense nerves out of him? Like, what did you?
Oh, I didn't talk to him a whole lot. Just made sure he felt confident and ready to play. And Ben Sexton talked to him a little more than I did, and you can see he's hungry to be aggressive. And I thought he had a good game.
Do you think we'll see him anymore?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't like to make my lineups too early.
There's a stint in the second period where you guys kill off 2 penalties and they get a goal from Drake. Just how have you seen that area of your team's game develop?
That was a big part of the game. We took a couple penalties that we don't want to take, especially against a team like Montreal, and the penalty kill came up big tonight. And that's still a learning process. You take hooking penalties or stick penalties, they can cost you.
I heard that Brady skated this morning, I believe. Yeah, how is he doing? How have you chatted with him?
I heard he didn't skate.
Really?
No, he did. I had a lot of people telling me that Brady didn't skate, but yeah, he skated. He felt great. So he skated on his own for the first time, and yeah, it feels good. I'm sure he'll skate again tomorrow.
Do you think he'll be with the team tomorrow?
Again, I haven't made a decision if we're skating as a team tomorrow.
What did you make of Omar's performance tonight and where he's at right now?
He was good. Yeah, solid. That was one of those games where the puck's in the others, especially at the start of the game, and Montreal's going to push and there's going to be some action down there, and I thought he played a very strong game.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.